Now,
yeah, that's an identity.
I want to see her at full strength Jinx when she is running the show and she is taking no from anybody and she is full powered Jinx. That's where this season should have started. Then she can get some other kid with her and withdraw and then decide to re-engage or whatever. But she only started, the start of the engagement of Jinx was the firing of the missile. Where is Jinx?
Part with that I thought was a little weaker was that she's withdrawn in all of this. You definitely
know. Not
you
only
don't
a little
want
weaker,
characters
a lot weaker.
withdrawn. You want your characters engaged. And I know that I've had these arguments or discussion. I shouldn't say arguments, but I have had the debate that, oh, it's great. You know, like Luke Skywalker in the last, it's great that he's withdrawn, that he's not involved in anything. This is good. He's reassessing things. And you can always find examples of this. However, your main characters, especially in the process here where we're getting going, I think should be forward deployed into the plot. I think they should be more involved. That doesn't mean this is an egregious error. I'm not saying this is an unforgivable problem. I'm saying it makes it a little weaker for me that she's like, I mean, this is the chick that fired the missile into the council, and now she's like, I'm retired. It's like,
I know.
The story needs you. Like, we need you doing something.
Yeah, but she has to go through this period in order to become the person that then can re-engage. Because this episode is all about her re-engaging. You know what I mean? And like,
right.
So she's kind of.
Well, I wanted to see her engage. Okay,
she did. What are you talking about?
You're talking
That's
about
what this episode's all about.
You got to see her withdrawn to see her re-engage. Okay, first I want to see her engage. Then I want to see her withdraw. Then I want to see her re-engage. And I never got to see her engage.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
that was season one. That was
she had a major.
It was not. It concluded. Season one concluded with "I am not powder. I am Jinx, and I am firing the missile."
Yep.
Now,
yeah, that's an identity.
I want to see her at full strength Jinx when she is running the show and she is taking no shit from anybody and she is full powered Jinx. That's where this season should have started. Then she can get some other kid with her and withdraw and then decide to re-engage or whatever. But she only started, the start of the engagement of Jinx was the firing of the missile. Where is Jinx? Where, you know, I'm thinking about the Joker. Like, I want to see her as the Joker. I'm thinking about Jack Nicholson's Joker in the original Batman, when like you get scenes where the Joker is full power. He is running Gotham City. I mean, he is at the top of his strength. I wanted to see that from Jinx, and I just never got to see it.
Well, refresh my memory, Brianna. Did anything really terrible happen to Jinx in episodes 1, 2, and 3 of this season?
Anything terrible happened to her in
like a major disgrace? Or is she just feeling remorse still from firing the missile from season 1? Like, what's called? Because here's the thing. You do and can have with characters that withdraw, right? You know, it happens. You know, and it happens in real life. We have our low points. My issue is usually the withdrawal follows an absolute symbolic disgrace, or a symbolic death or total disgrace of the character. She didn't really have that. She seems to be kind of wallowing a little bit. This is episode 4. So that would be 40%. No, that'd be a lot more than 40. We're in this enough to where
we're deep in this.
Right. And her firing the missile, I think he's got a point that was an identity claim moment. I am Jinx. I am starting this war. I'm going to bust this thing open so big that no one can put the pieces back together. Boom, fires the missile. That's a huge statement. So for season 2 to have her being like, I'm retired, I'm not really into this. It's like, then who is the chick who fired the missile? Because she wanted this. She was gonna blow this apart and start a war, and no one could put it back together. So I'm not saying this is egregious. I'm saying it seems misaligned a little bit with what they had set up. So episode 4 here perpetuated some of that, and I'm like, let's go. What are you doing? You've got false flag attacks that's like fake Jinx doing more than Jinx, which the characters are struggling with even in the story. So anyway, that's what I think he's trying to say, that at least that I agree with. And I do also agree with you, Brianna, in that I did like, and by the way,
And I wasn't finished on my list. I probably should have finished my list so then I could let you guys go to your points.
Go ahead. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
This is talking about different topics, but that's okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your thought just then, Doug.
No, I was just going to say, I do agree with you, Brianna, that watching her deal with the younger child, who's a mute, by the way,
Yeah.
not easy to write a mute character because you get no dialogue. And as animators, you have to convey everything through expression. So it's a great challenge for an animator, I would say. And she's a child, so her range of emotion is going to be a little bit different, perhaps, than an adult might. And I thought that Jinx and her name, what is her name? Isha,
yeah.
Jinx and Isha, I thought played off each other rather well. And as we find out, this is setup. And we will get a payoff for this setup. And so this was done, the characterization there, the sisterhood that's forming between them, big sister, little sister, in a role reversal for Jinx, like you said, I think is done very well in episode 4 and was the most intriguing part about Jinx, in my opinion.